Good afternoon. Welcome to Spirit Sunday. I am Danielle, the VP, Danielle K. Anderson. So I'm just trying to set my phone up here so it's nice and still. All right. Today is Spirit Sunday, and what that is it's a second part of a three-part weekend series that I do. First is Free Thinking Friday. And this week I spoke about gratitude and making sure to remember. Thank you for inviting followers. Making sure to remember to practice gratitude and be grateful for the things that we have already and not to worry so much about the things that we don't have or be stressed out about, what we have to do, what we have to achieve, what we have to gain. Um, Practicing gratitude is so important that we forget about it though, and and it gets hard and we get discouraged. So the assignment that I gave for people this weekend is to write down the things that you feel are holding you back, and then either on the same sheet of paper or on a separate sheet on the flip side is to write all the things that you are grateful for. Um, Hopefully, at the end of that exercise, the good things outweigh the bad things. And if not, then now it's time to change your perspective. And that brings us to today's topic, perspective. It's hard sometimes when we're stressed out. And feel free to comment, anybody, if if you're watching. It's difficult sometimes for us to see the good things when we're going through a lot of bad. And thank you for the hearts. Um, Thank you for joining. This is Spirit Sunday. We're talking about perspective, positive perspective. Like I said, when we forget to practice gratitude daily, hourly, every day, every minute, we have to be grateful for the things that we have now so that we can appreciate the things that we don't. And if you're just joining, I had an assignment that was given on Friday for us all to do, which was to write down the things that we feel are holding us back or the negative aspects of our life or situations right now. And then on the flip side, write what are the positives that we see in our life. And if the positives do not weigh out the, I'll try that again. If the positives do not outweigh the negatives, then it's time for a change in perspective. And today on Spirit Sunday, we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, so it starts with the smaller things, like, or the things that we take for granted, like waking up in the morning. Now, that's an easy one. Everybody says, and life might be hard. You may be ill. You may be in a rough situation. But as long as you wake up in the morning, you now have another chance to make things right or make things better or make somebody else's life better. So that's one very good reason to be thankful every single day is if you're waking up, you've got another chance to make things right or make a better day, do good. All right. I need to see hearts or comments to make sure that you guys are listening and what I'm saying makes sense. Okay. Another thing is if you're able to eat at least once a day, that's something to be grateful for. If you have a place to live, if you have a place to sleep, because not everybody does. You see, a lot of times what happens, we get discouraged about what we don't have and what somebody else has. Like, oh man, that guy has such a better car. I wish I had that kind of car. I wish I had that kind of house. Well, let's focus on the things that you actually do have. Do you have a car? Do you have a house? Do you have a job? If you do, then these are all reasons to be thankful. If you do not, then okay, I understand. Those are things that you could be, frustrated about. But it's not a reason to be ungrateful. So if you're just joining, we're talking about having positive perspective and learning how to be grateful about everyday things every day. So another example would be, like I said, if you wake up, you already have the best reason to be grateful. If you are able to eat at least once a day, then you have a reason to be grateful. If you have a source of income, you have a reason to be grateful. If you have family, even one relative that you kind of like, there's a reason to be grateful. If you have friends, you have a reason to be grateful. If you have access to information, you have a reason to be grateful. Thank you for joining, Cynthia. It's good to see you. There are always reasons to be grateful. And if you think not, if you have a home, maybe it's not the best home. Maybe it's, a shambles. I don't know. I don't know your situation, but I know this. If you are not grateful for the home that you have, try going without one. Okay? Go to the downtown area of any major city and see those that don't. And you'll have another reason to be grateful every single day that you have a place to live. Even if it's with people you don't like. If you have bills, we all have bills, and you feel like you're broke at the end of the month, I get it. But are your bills paid? If your bills are paid, you're not broke. You just need some more. You just want more money to spend in order to do things that you want to do. But if you have gas in your car, your lights are on in your house, you eat every day, your kids have clothes and shoes and all the things that are your needs are met, and you have no money left after that, then that's okay. Be grateful that your needs are met. And if they're not, then we have to focus on a way to get more money, get more income. But you have to be grateful first about what the things that you do have. Because the more you're able to practice gratitude and be thankful for the things that you have now, the easier it will be for you to accept the blessings that come your way when you do receive those things. Because if not, you're going to end up worrying about, I need more money. I need more things. I need better stuff. I need a better phone. I need a better job. And once you get the better job, then now you're worried about, well, it's too far. I need a better car because my car doesn't work that great. So I need this and I need that. And once you get this and when you get that, then you're still focused on the things that you need, and you will always be in a sense of need. If you are in a sense of gratitude constantly, then you are always grateful for the things you have, and you can receive more, and you can also give more. So, are there any questions? If you like what I'm saying, tap, 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 let me know. Hi, Jimuga, welcome back. So that's basically my advice for today, is to have a positive perspective. If you feel like I can give you examples all day long. If you have something right now, if you're listening to me, if you have something that's a big negative in your life and you can't figure out how to turn it around, let me know. That's what I do. I'm an interfaith minister. I'm a spiritual counselor. I'm a business person. I'm a mom. I've been through a lot. I've been through a whole lot. So I know the stuff I'm talking about. This isn't just, motivational speaker stuff that you hear from everywhere. This is me living life and sharing with you. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, whatever, I'm open. But, I'm here to help. And the things that I share with you is not just instruction for you. This is things that I'm living now, too. This is my truth, and it's as much as it can be yours. So, if there are no questions or comments, let me see who's on just now. Cynthia Joy, DJ Move. Oh, okay, I see. There's only 2 of you guys on Periscope. Others are on the web. Thank you for inviting followers. I appreciate that. You guys, you two, I swear, are like really, really great. I appreciate your support all the time. I gotta start scoping more, because as much support as you guys show me, I feel like I owe you more. So, welcome if you're just joining. This is Spirit Sunday. I'm Danielle, the VP, Danielle K. Anderson. I am an entrepreneur, interfaith minister, mom, student in the school of life, and your guide into the inside of my mind, which is what I call Crazy Town. So today on Spirit Sunday, the point is to learn how to shift your perspective and to be in a more positive light. Spirit Sunday is the second part of a 3-part weekend type series. First is Free Thinking Friday. This weekend, Free Thinking Friday, the thought was gratitude. Being grateful for the things that you have, for the people that you have, and the situations that you're in, even though it may be negative or seem negative or feel bad. Free Thinking Friday comes with an assignment, a task, an exercise. This exercise was to write down the things that you think are holding you back, or the negative aspects of what you're going through in your life right now, if you're having a hard time seeing the light, okay? Then on the flip side of that paper, or on another sheet, whatever you want to do, write down the positive things that are going on in your life and the things that you are grateful for. If the positives outweigh the negatives, then you are on the right track. And if not, if the negatives are outweighing the positives, then it's time to learn how to shift your perspective. Because when your positives outweigh your negatives, when the good things outweigh the bad, then it can give you a better sense of peace, happiness, accomplishment. And those are things that we all struggle with sometimes because we get so bogged down with responsibilities or goals that we can't meet, or whatever life has to throw at us, because goodness knows I have been thrown all the curveballs, fastballs, that pretty much that life can throw at you. I don't necessarily want to go into detail right now. I wasn't prepared for it, but I'm happy to if necessary. So basically, at the end of this exercise, you're to see what weighs more. If your positives outweigh your negatives, then you're doing good. And if you still, even at that point, if you have more negatives than you'd like to see, then it's a time for a shift of perspective. Having a positive perspective and outlook on things gives you a better attitude and prepares you for being grateful for more things to come. So, for instance, find little things to be grateful for every day. The fact that you wake up every day is honestly not a little thing, and it's something that you should be grateful for every single time you do it, because there are so many that went to bed last night and did not wake up. Good morning, good afternoon, Jimmy Empower. Thank you guys for joining. There's so many people that didn't wake up this morning that we ought to be happy that we do, because whenever we wake up is another opportunity to do better, to do good, to have more, to be more. So be grateful for waking up every single day. If you have a home, if you have a place to live, you're doing good. You should be grateful, because there are so many people who do not. Even if you're on the brink, on the edge of not having a place to live, being grateful for not being outside today can be helpful to you in being able to fix your situation. Okay? So those are two things: waking up, having a place to live. If you have a vehicle to drive, you are living in luxury, in my opinion, right now. I'm blessed to have this vehicle that I have. If you don't have a home and you have a vehicle, consider yourself blessed. If you're living in your car, you have something to be grateful for, because you're not on the street. Okay? And it sounds kind of out there, because it's not a cool situation to have to live in one's car. Trust me, I know. But you have that, and so many people don't. Start there. If you're able to eat every day, thank God. Thank the universe. Just be grateful that you're able to do that. If you're able to help people sometimes, if you are concerned about money because you do so much and you're helping all these people doing so many things. Grateful for salad. There you go, Cynthia. Be grateful for salad. Be grateful for the little things. I've been grateful for ramen. I've been grateful for peanut butter. I have been grateful for white bread and bottled water, just because that's what I was able to have at the time, and not necessarily all of those things at once. So, yeah, be grateful for the little things. If you're able to do things for others, even if you may feel like you're in a bad situation, then it is a very big thing. Then be grateful. If you have good health, be grateful. If you're not in good health, if you have family to support you, be grateful. If you have insurance, be grateful. If you have, if you need medication and you're able to get it, be grateful. I don't know how much further I can break it down for that, but when you're grateful for these things, you have a positive outlook on things, then you can better see your way clear to more bigger and better and more positive things. Does this make sense to anyone? Does this not make sense to anyone? If I'm not making sense to someone, please let me know and I will do my best to explain further. But that's what has helped me through a lot. Thank you very much. It's helped me through a lot. It's helping me through a lot right now. I am a very busy person, and for very good reason. Life is tough. Amen, Cynthia. Life can be very tough. And for a young person, who has had to make their way, not on their own, but pretty much on their own. If it was not for the help of family and friends, I don't know where I would be right now. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for having family and friends who care about me, and even though they may not be able to help me out of or within a situation when I feel like I need it most, at least I know that I have them there to at least give me a word of encouragement and say, don't worry about it. You're stronger than all of us. I've had these conversations. So, gratitude is necessary every day. Whenever I wake up in the morning and I my brain gets situated, I say thank you. And if I forget to say thank you, by the time I get in the car to go to work early in the morning, I'm saying thank you. And when I get myself together and close down for the night, I lay my head down and I say thank you, because I woke up this morning. I was able to get up, do things, be productive, see people, make someone smile, and I was able to get home. I was able to see my child. I was able to, give a word of encouragement to a sister or a friend. I was able to pay a bill. I was able to eat. If I wasn't, I got home and there was food there, so, and I have a home to go to. I'm so thankful for these things that a lot of times people take for granted. And maybe it's just the fact that my experiences in life have put me in situations where I didn't have these things. It may be. So, in order to make this easier for someone, think about, if you've never been in that type of a situation, think about what if you were. Think about that. It may be bad right now, but it can always be worse. It can always be worse. Start there and changing your perspective into a positive one. It can always be worse. All right? I've said this before, when someone asks me how I'm doing and I'm not in the best of moods, I say, usually I've gotten into the habit of saying, I could be better, but I could be worse. And then I laugh about it. I'm able to laugh and I'm able to smile because goodness knows I have been a whole lot worse. So if you haven't been worse than what you are right now, just think of what would make it worse. And I really don't like to go into negative thinking because it can spiral people into a bad place and it's hard to come out. But for the purposes of perspective, think about what if it were worse? my rent was late and I can't pay it late again, or this is going to happen. Okay, but you did pay your rent. You're not getting kicked out this month. That's great. But you could have gotten kicked out this month, and then what would you do? Right? So, I mean, that may have a negative tone to it, but then it makes your brain start thinking, what can I do now to prevent that thing from happening again? See, I'm grateful that I have now another chance to make sure that this situation gets better and I don't do the things that I did to put me in the situation of maybe losing my place. So it's just about perspective. You have to think. Sometimes you have to go dark before you get to the light. You have to go through a lot of darkness sometimes before you get to the light. But there is more good than there is bad if you allow yourself to see it. That's the most important thing. I want to thank you guys again for joining and sharing and all the hearts. I'm so grateful for it, because it means to me that no matter how small this number is right here, no matter how small that number is, to me, it might as well be 200, 2,000, because it means that somebody is listening, and it means the words that I'm saying are important to you, that they're giving you some value, and that means that my work is not done in vain. And so I am so grateful and so happy to you guys for that. Welcome, nice guy. I'm going to reintroduce myself. I am Danielle, the VP, Danielle K. Anderson, entrepreneur, mom, interfaith minister, motivator, app junkie. I do a lot. I do it all, some people say. I just say I do my best. But today is Spirit Sunday. Spirit Sunday is part 2 of a 3-part weekend series that I do every single week. The first part is on Friday, Free Thinking Friday. The thought is gratitude, and to practice gratitude every single day. If you have problems, the assignment for Free Thinking Friday is to write down everything that you feel is holding you back. Those negative thoughts, the negative situations that you feel are holding you back. Take a moment, breathe, because that exercise is draining. Then on the next side of that paper or on another sheet of paper, write down all the things that you are grateful for. You can time yourself if you want. I found this exercise to be helpful when I do it with other people, to put a timer on. Give yourself 3 minutes, 5 minutes, however long you feel like you have enough time to do this exercise in. And at the end of it, look at both lists. If your positive list is longer than your negative list, then you're on the right track. Now you focus on those positive things, and then the problem is, for some people, their negative list is longer than their positive list. And it's not because they don't have more positives, it's because their perspective doesn't see or think about what the positives are, what the things that they are grateful for, those things that are taken for granted. So, after you've written down your lists and you see your negatives, whether you have more or less, it doesn't matter. Now it's time to shift your perspective and look at these negatives and see how we can look at them different and turn them into positives, and that we can be grateful for them and prepare our hearts and minds and our lives to be able to receive more to be grateful for. Because what I have found is that in myself, as well as people that I work with and work for, family, friends, clients, whatever, is that we all have goals. We have situations that we need to come out of. We have family that have problems. We have bills that need to be paid, but we have things that we want to accomplish. But we are so focused on the things that we don't have, the things that we need in order to accomplish those things, that we can't appreciate the stuff that we have, the tools that we have, that we already are equipped with in order to get those things. And so we forget to be grateful for the things that we have. Thank you all for joining. If you're just coming in, do me a favor. I see so many hearts, and that makes me happy. Everybody who's watching on the actual Periscope app, if you could just type a 1 or something like that so I know that you can hear me okay, that would be great, because I'm having some situations in my earphones I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And also tell me where you're coming from, because that would be great. Yeah, if I don't, okay. Thank you. All right, so perspective. You can choose. Thank you, Connecticut. Oh, that's cool. I'm trying to think if I knew that. I don't think I knew that about you. Um, you choose how you look at your life. You choose the direction that your life is going to go based on the way that you are perceiving your life as it is now. If you choose to look at your life as a constant stream of negativity, negative energy, negative people around you, then you will be followed by nothing but negativity. The more positive you choose to look at things, because goodness knows, like I said, I have had a lot of negativity. I started having children young. I had terrible relationships. I've been ill. I've been homeless. I've been broke. I've been in just about every situation that you can imagine. Okay, I've had problems with, I've had eating disorders. I've had personality not disorder, but I've had situations. I've had what's called OCPD, obsessive compulsive personality disorder. It's not quite as severe as OCD, not even actually a little bit, but it does take a great toll on someone's mind and activities. So, I've had addiction issues. So I'm not one here saying that I come from a great life. Sorry, I'm just going to put my charger back in because I'm talking a lot more than I expected today. I'm not saying that I haven't been through things, because I certainly have, and telling you how to do it. I'm one that leads by example. I'm in my car. I think you can tell that. I just had to turn it on so I could charge my phone. I like doing these scopes, just by the way, I like doing scopes in the car because I have a sort of a privacy thing. I'm in my own bubble, in my own world, and usually today I'm in a park. It's beautiful. It helps me focus, helps me clear my mind, and allows me to be able to focus on what it is that I'm telling you guys. So, what was I telling you guys? Perspective, positive perspective. So, yeah, I've been through a lot personally, but I'm also, like I said, one who leads by example. I'm not going to tell you to do anything that I haven't already done. I'm not going to tell you to pull yourself out of a situation that I haven't already pulled myself out of. I'm not going to tell you that it's possible if I don't know for a fact that it is. Okay? And if I don't know for a fact through my own experience, then I'll work with you. And we will get through it together, because that is what I do. All right? So having a positive outlook on things is so important. It starts with gratitude. Be grateful for the things that you have now, right now. Because in a minute, a moment, any and all of the things that you do have can be taken away from you in a variety of ways. Waking up in the morning is the first step, or in the night, whatever your schedule is. Waking up is huge, because it gives you, no matter what the situation is, the downfall of being in the park is that allergies are, running rampant. And I'm sorry if I keep scratching my nose, but that's just how it works. Waking up means that you have another opportunity to make things better, whether it's your life, your situation, your relationship, your mental state, your physical state, your family state, whatever state you're in. If you wake up, then that is your cue to do something to push yourself forward in whatever it is that you have going on, whatever your goals are. Whether if it's just you having a hard time at school, wake up in the morning and say, this day I'm going to be to class on time, I'm going to be productive, and I'm going to do what I need to do to pass this thinking class so that I can get where I need to go in life. Okay? It may be hard. Life is hard. It's never easy. I don't care what anybody tells you. Some people live what they think is, well, what they would call an effortless life or a free life, and that's great. That's fantastic. I don't take anything away from them. But I guarantee you that there had to be some struggles to get there. I promise you. Even the richest of people who are born into money, they go through struggles. They go through crises. They go through identity issues and family problems. So the point I'm trying to make here, you guys, is that in order to push yourself forward to the place you want to be, you have to first be grateful for the things that you have now. So that when you do accomplish those goals and you do have the things that you want, you're not blindsided by the negativity and the feelings of lack. Because it's the feeling of, I need more. I need this so that. I need this so that. I need a better job so that I can get a better home, so that I could have my family taken care of. Okay? That's cool. But when you get the better job, then what are you going to do? You're going to say, I need more money. This job's too far. I need another car. I need a better car so that I can make the money, so that I can travel, so that I can, get the house to get the family together. And then when you get the house, then you have what? Now you're concerned because your mortgage is a whole lot higher. Now you need to work more. Now you have to make more money and all that. So now you're not appreciating the thing, like, instead of saying, yes, I have the house. My family is comfortable now. I'm happy. Not celebrating your accomplishments if you're constantly thinking about the things that you need. When really what's most important is thinking about the things that you have. Because here it is, okay? The importance of perspective is this. If you think about the stuff you need, you will always see yourself as needing. You will always see yourself as wanting. You will always be living in want and need. If you see yourself as having, then you will always have. You will always have the things you need, the things that you are required, the things that you require, because you always think of yourself as having the things that you need and being grateful for those things. So, instead of saying, I need a better car, you could say, I have a car. Right? I have a car. Thank goodness I have a car, because then I wouldn't be able to get back and forth to work, or it would be a good deal more expensive, and then I wouldn't have the money that I need in order to do the things that I want to do. Right? Are you following me? Please let me know. Give me hearts if you understand what I'm saying. Okay? So that's the importance of perspective. If you feel like, I'm so happy that I am able to do this, then you will always be able to do and have whatever it is that you want to do and have. If you don't know how, that's cool. Educate yourself. We talked about that last week. Educate yourself. Just think about the things that you want. Figure it out. Go learn. Google is free. So just, learn what it is that you need to do in order to get the things that you want, but recognize that you have the ability to do that. So that's where the perspective shift comes in. The positive perspective is the one that pushes you forward. The negative perspective and the feeling and thoughts of lack and not having and not being able to, those are the ones that will hold you back and will continue to hold you back. Okay? I think I have pretty much exhausted this situation, this conversation, as far as it can go without interaction with others. So I'm going to open for questions, comments, criticisms, what have you. In just a minute. But yeah, you guys. So I said it twice that Spirit Sunday is the part 2 of a 3-part kind of motivation weekend plan that I have. It's actually not all the way through the weekend, but here it goes. It's Free Thinking Friday, Spirit Sunday, and Motivation Monday. After the exercise is completed for Free Thinking Friday, You do that during, Friday evening, Saturday, come back on Sunday, and you get more information on how to maybe achieve or accomplish those things that we worked on Friday. And then after that, Motivation Monday. Nobody really likes Mondays unless you make a whole lot of money. And even then, sometimes you don't want to deal with the people that you have to deal with in order to get that money. So, Motivation Monday is just it's kind of like a recap of the weekend and a thought, an idea, a concept to motivate you to push forward through the week into the next Friday. So, that's my weekend motivational track. Then on Wednesdays is the Wednesday review. Aside from being a motivational person, a minister, and an entrepreneur, I'm a self-professed app junkie. I really like using technology on my phone in order to do things that are fun and also helpful to my bottom line, basically. So, a lot of times we waste time on apps playing games that don't get us anywhere, and sometimes they ended up costing us money and wasting time. The apps that I review, or the websites, or whatever it is that I'm reviewing, are meant to show you how to do that. Use the same amount of time that you would playing those games and actually make money at it, or at least the opportunity to get free stuff. Okay, very simply. Most of the things that I scope about here are on my website. The website is DanielleKAnderson.weebly.com. It's DanielleKAnderson.weebly.com. It's a lot. But if you didn't get it, then what you can very simply do is Google my name, Danielle Anderson, and Crazy Town. That's 2 words. Danielle Anderson, Crazy Town. And it will come up, and you will see it. And you'll see a section on the bottom where it has stuff I like: spirit, silliness, and speaking. Speaking is blank right now because I haven't quite gotten everything I needed for that content. But there are other things that are helpful there. I will be putting the Spirit Sunday blog up. I'm not sure about the video, but there will be written something for you to read and take away from. And what else? I guess that's it. So, be grateful. Change your perspective. If you're not grateful, if you're not happy, you need to change your perspective on your situation. Turn your negatives into positives. All right? Thank you so much. If you're watching this on the replay, do me a favor. Tap, tap, tap the screen. That makes the hearts come up. And the hearts make me feel special. Thank you so much, and have a great day. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.